I hung out with Mongey this week. He was pretty aura. Like he's pretty bad at mini golf. I can't lie. Like respectfully, like he's. I mean, okay, he's way better at me than he's way better than me at Minecraft. So I can't really judge him on that skill. I can judge him on mini golf though. I've not played mini golf with Beefsalad, so I've technically never beaten Beefsalad at golf. But one thing I can say is I have a 100% win rate against Mongey in golf, but also in ranked. You might not believe me. Go check the statistics right now. I actually have 100%. Hey, Mongey, I have a 100% win rate versus you, bro. Okay, I guess that's... But without further ado, let's send us into the match as we are getting things up and underway. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Game 1 of the final semi-final.
Let's make some noise in here for the...
Got our little village scene here over in the desert village. Gonna be getting our hay bales, gonna be getting our iron. I assume there's a blacksmith that I can't quite see because it's angled quite close by. But gonna be going through our general route here. Yeah, finding the goal, and that's definitely gonna drop at least 4, I believe, via the ranked mod.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
Guaranteed 4, and obviously we're gonna get our blacksmith as well. So we're gonna have all the iron we need, all the food we need, and the last little ingredient to add it in, other than the flint, for the flint and steel, which these players are going to find here in this little brook, is the lava pool, which can allow us to enter into the nether. And it's going to be really interesting to see what spices up here in the nether. As looking at the stats, actually, Mongey has played a lot less than Beefsalad, but has a higher win percentage on most bastions in comparison to Beefsalad, and also a higher percentage of winning when it comes to the villages. But obviously, this is not played on paper. This is played in the server, specifically the local server.
Yeah, the local server, they are literally sat 6 feet apart, which is kind of crazy to say. These guys have played each other on the ladder, what, over 50 times this season? This season's only been 2 months long. They've played each other over 50 times. And right now, they are playing each other for the first time while sitting 6 feet away from each other. Like, how awesome is this? I'm absolutely gobsmacked at how, comfortable these runners were to travel long distances. Obviously, Mongey making his way all the way from Australia for this matchup. Like, how awesome is that? And I mean, Beefsalad hasn't quite come as far, but like he's traveled as well. You know, we can give him some props for that. And he is traveling at the moment into the nether ever so slightly before Mongey does.
Yeah, going to be getting our little bridge bastion going on over here next to a massive room portal. So the players might potentially have a little gander over there to see what's in the chest. But I would assume after these players go and get their extra blocks, they will just be simply going into the bridge bastion, doing their standard route. I presume it's looking like maybe double bad, maybe goods left side, potentially.
Yeah, there's a triple.
There is a triple, yeah, there is a triple. So Beefsalad going over is into the chalice, and so is me.
I mean, low-key, Mongey grabbing these 2 gold blocks is either, depending on how you look at it, either TAS or either stupid. Like, I can't really tell. Maybe he wanted to get lucky like I did in Season 5 when I beat him 1-0 in the entire tournament. Just thought I'd want to just double fact check that. Season 5. That's like this year. It's not. It was like a long time ago. But Mongey grabbing the ruined portal. Beefsalad not. I mean, I don't think it's really going to make much of a difference because those 2 gold blocks are not really going to serve that much help, given the fact that we're on bridge. Bridge is the most comfortable bastion for gold, probably. I mean, it's all in one spot. You've got 16 gold blocks right there. So turning that into 18, it probably isn't going to make the most difference. I'm not going to lie. But you never know. Maybe it's going to make all the difference. It could, quite frankly, make all the difference.
Yeah, but imagine the aura if you picked up a looting sword from that. Like, could you imagine you whip out the looting sword from the one little thing you go and get, and then you just have such a massive time increase on the other player in this? But no, it's just going to be the 2 extra gold blocks for Mongey. Could be a good thing. I mean, there are some backups in Bridge you're going to want to get, potentially. But Bridge, obviously, the most linear in terms of how many gold blocks you're going to get, in terms of, like, kind of value for money in that way and what you're going to go get. So
Value for money. Value for money is brilliant. I love that. I'm using that.
Thank you. There you go. Add it to the list. Add it to the list. So, yeah, going to be doing our standard bridge route here and then going off and finding the fortress. Likely to have pearl hangs here, as you will see from both players, as they attempt to find the fortress, as Beefsalad is doing right now.
I mean, yeah, last semi-final was a 3-0. I know that Ben is well versed in 3-0s today, but
Lads, I'm serious.
that's a those who know for the few people in the crowd. But we're hoping for not another 3-0 today. We want to see at least a seed 4. We've seen clean sweeps all day, and I don't think I ever answered the question of who I thought was going to win. I did say that Big Mongey had beaten me. Had not beaten me in ranked ever before. But Beefsalad, I don't know if I've ever played, probably, and he's probably beaten me 100% of the time. So I think I'm gonna have to back Beefsalad in this.
Okay, first of all, ouch. It's still raw.
Sorry, bro.
Second of all, do you want, as the stats guys, do you want something from the stats?
Oh,
You might have beaten Beefsalads once, right?
Oh wait, I beat Mongey once.
Oh, Mongey once. So my bad. As these players enter the footage, by the way, I've never actually lost a single game of ranked against any of these opponents.
I think I know where this is going.
Isn't that crazy? Guys, I'm one team. Let's go.
I'm gonna ask a follow-up question here, Ben. Ben, have you ever played any of these opponents before?
No.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I mean, we all know you're 1200 at heart. It's okay.
Oh wow.
As we are at the Blaze Spawners right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you this hard. I've said 3-0 and you're 1200. You're 1800 in my heart, bro. Don't worry. Semi-finals, best of 5, 0-0 so far. I'm going to say, in my opinion, that Beefsalad is going to take this victory. I'm not sure though, so I want to hear your opinion.
Okay, well, fair enough. It's a very good opinion. I mean, obviously, Highest Seeds has played very well over the course of today into the tournament, as we see himself go for the blinds. First to do the blind travel here to measure for the stronghold. I don't know. It's very close. I'm pretty sure I might have had Beefsalad going to the final in my bracket. I could be totally lying.
You are, because you had hacks, right?
I had hacks.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
That's okay.
But I don't know. I think it's going to be 3-2. I can't really call it, to be honest. I'm going to be neutral. I'm going to be the boring commentator. I'm going to say neutral, which is fair. But now these players are going to be trying to shut us up, or let us keep talking, depending on who we've picked. And what do you see?
I mean, we've had 56 games between these players all season, and it is 28-27 in favor of Mongey, with 1 draw in there. So it is pretty much as close as you can get. In fact, if I was to take a guess, I would probably say that is the closest matchup out of any matchup in LFI as of this season. There is 1 seed between them, and I guess after this, we're gonna either have we're probably gonna have a winner. We're probably gonna have one that's actually got a big lead. But as of right now, the win rate for Mongey is higher against Beef, but also higher overall. But can Mongey convert that to land? Of course, a long travel distance for him for coming from all the way from Australia versus Beefsalad, who I think took a train this morning. So it's definitely not as bad. But both of them heading towards the stronghold as we speak. And I mean, it's pretty damn close. Like there's very little else to say. Like both building the portal, and Mongey's in slightly first. This is insane. No, this is crazily good pace.
Yeah, this is very close. It's probably the closest post-nether split we've seen all day between any 2 runners here in the competition, as both try and find the spike. Obviously, new spikes, but we're kind of deep into the tournament now. Maybe they're getting used to it. Maybe Beefsalad and Mongey are getting used to it. Beefsalad certainly is, as he finds his entry into the end. And here we go. It's going to be Back Dragon yet again.
And with Beefsalad taking a 20 or 30 second, 10 or 20 second lead into entering the end, you'd need to see something pretty dire to happen here, like a dragonfly. And I don't mean animal, I do mean the insect, I should say. I do mean the ender dragon flying away. Mongey trying to go for a little bit of a higher setup, but it's not going to make any difference. With Beefsalad taking seed number 1 in the Lewis Fulham Invitational semi-finals.
Yeah, very good, very solid. Incredible play by both runners. We actually can't see... we cannot see Mongey's screen in a minute, but yeah, going for the 0. And actually just complete the 0. So both runners very, very close. Probably about 15 to 20 seconds in it. And if that's what's to come, we are in for an absolute cinema of a matchup.
Yeah, I mean, you've rolled yourself into an absolutely fantastic match here. Best of 5, so only 1 seed so far. Beefsalad slightly in the lead, and I love the fact that these guys are neighboring each other on the ELO leaderboard as well, in 10th and 11th place respectively. These guys are pretty much the 2 titans of the ranked ladder at the moment. If you're above them, you're in the top 8, you're looking for playoffs, and if you're below them, you have to beat them to get ready for the, to try and push into the playoffs location. These guys are waiting for our second seed to start. It is 1-0 to Beefsalad as of this very second. And I am so excited to see what this next seed brings us. I'm so glad that I found enough seeds as well. I checked and made sure we've got so many backup seeds if anything goes wrong. But right now, we've hardly had to see any. So let's hope this is our first match without a clean sweep.
That's why we haven't pulled out the commentator curse there just a little bit. We know what it's like.
Yeah,
Could be. But yeah, 10 seconds to go here until the second seed. It's going to be really interesting to see how this goes, obviously, given how close the last one was, given how close these winners are in ELO, and given how close their 1-to-1 matchup actually is, which is actually legitimately tied now. It is 28-1, 28.
Of course, yeah.
So this could not be any more of a fair matchup, I guess, more of a neutral matchup. As we have our first shipwreck seed of this semi-final match, going to have plenty of iron, plenty of carrots. The runners, I presume, will want to turn some of them into golden carrots for better saturation and hunger later on. So it's looking really, really good. Just going to have to go find that ravine, get down, build your portal, and away you go into the nether.
Yeah, I can see you've got some fun facts next to these players with your little head. I really appreciate that you've put this together. Thank you, Ben. Can we get a round of applause for Ben, by the way? Ben's done a great job with commentary so far today, and he's also helped out all of the other commentators by providing us these beautiful sheets. You're probably going to see them just in the background of Beefsalad's camera in a second. They have some perfect stats on these players, really, really good. And given the fact that you made it, I will let you read out Mungey's fun fact, if you wish.
Okay, so I actually rocked up into Monkey's chat for this one and just was like, can I have facts? So I'm going to quote instead. And I don't think this one's true today because the pizzas provided were hot. But Monkey said that he ate a lot of frozen pizza. Was that cooked or was that frozen? I really need to ask that one in the interview. That's a really interesting one. But the wise words of one Monkey there. Yeah, I don't really have any commentary to say about that one. It's just it's just a fun little fact that we found out. So thank you, Monkey, for that one. Yeah, just standard little 2x1+1. The triangle. Did we call it triangles anymore?
L shape.
L shape. My lord, it's been a while. Yeah. Basically, neck and neck, entering into the nether right now.
One thing that I wanted to note from your set of stats here is that I think, if I'm right in saying that Ship is the biggest discrepancy between these two runners' win rates, whereby Mungie has a 69% win rate on shipwrecks and no, let's not woo, okay? Hello. And Beefsalad has a 56% win rate. I mean, that's actually a big discrepancy between these two runners. 69 and 56 as their 2 win rates on ship is a really big difference. But I mean, Beefsalad taking the lead early on, even with the lower win rate, into the Bastion first.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure going into stables here, we have two triples, I believe. So, yeah, very close there for Beefsalad. We're gonna get out of it pretty all right. No gold armor, obviously, to distract the pigs, but I'm going to lightly presume that due to the double triple, we're gonna be. My lord, Beefsalad, you gotta watch out, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna presume we're gonna be doing double triple, maybe going down into good gap. Potentially, this is looking spicy.
I just love that I love this play from Beefsalad here. He grabs 2 gold blocks from a chest and then instantly turns them into Garrets. I mean, I think that variance-wise, I mean, it's a variance play for sure, because obviously if Mungie finds those and maybe you need those for your obby trades or something, it could end up being bad. And that's an unfortunate situation. Mungie rocking the jersey in-game as well. I love that, but it's an unfortunate time to have to see it back on the spawn island. But he's not reset. Our stuff's still all there. We're just going to swim back to the shipwreck, or swim back to the ocean ravine even.
Rough.
But
even so, I mean, Beefsalad's on low health as well, but very focused, very locked in. Beefsalad hole is going to be enabled, and there it is. Like, I do love this. I just think it's very dank, but it's very,
Oh my
very good.
lord. Yeah, that is quite beautiful. I'm loving the little route Beefsalad's doing there. That is very, very, very nice indeed. Also going to have the golden carrots to heal up quite quickly. So we're going to be all good there as Mongey makes his way all the way back to the Bastion. Not going to be too bad of a time loss as we're not going to reset, but we're going to have to hope that there aren't many piglins or hoglins around. Obviously, it being Hoglin Stables, it's going to be potentially a little bit of a rough one. So we're going to see what Mongey's going to do here. The Beefsalad's doing general trades here and going through the general swing of motions for the Stables Bastion, and it's going to be looking for an exit quite quickly.
Yeah, obviously Beefsalad heavily in the lead for this seed after the Mongey mishap right there. And Beefsalad hole, ooh, could be turning into a little bit of a Beefsalad troll right now with that one extra pig on the outside, but does get the death. I actually got a laugh from the crowd for that. I really did not deserve that. That was horrible. Please, never, sorry, like, you don't have to pity laugh me. That was horrible. Nonetheless, Beefsalad is pretty much ready to leave. We're waiting on something, but I'm not exactly sure what that something is. I think we may even be ready to go. All the meanwhile, Mongey's making his way back to the Bastion, trading as we speak. So, you know, yes, it's going to be a bit of a time loss, but he's still slightly in this. Obviously, mishaps can happen. We've seen it happen on one side. Why can't it happen on the other? Beefsalad, however, is into the fortress as of right now.
Yeah, brilliant pearl hang there from Beefsalad. Able to spot the fortress, send the pearl hang right underneath it, and just pretty much instantly within about 5 seconds is able to get into this fortress. Bit annoying that the spawner is basically absolutely nowhere near the Bastion, but he's going to suss it out pretty quickly. Get over to this spawner over here, blow it up, get some little space out there, and maximize spawns, as we presume he's going to do so. Mongey not looking too bad, actually. It's not that bad of a recovery. Not going to be too far behind. Maybe the routing from Mongey might be a bit better from entering the fortress to getting to the spawner as it's quite far away. But we shall see as Beefsalad is starting to now grab rods.
Yeah, Beefsalad grabbing rods right now, and yeah, I think that Mongey is significantly behind. I wonder if we're going to go for a VP here, or if we're going to go for a variance play. Are we going to be doing something like Kapow tried to do last time, where he went for the blind travel? It could happen. Maybe, you know, maybe we're happy to leave early to try and increase that variance, possibly. Because maybe that's the only way he sees himself coming back in this seed. Maybe he believes that Beefsalad is strong enough that he's not going to take a death. Maybe there's not going to be a chance for him to come back unless he goes for one of these play. W drags there to get the boat back, of course, and going to boat eye as we speak. In the meanwhile, Mongey finding his spawner, trying to get his first rod here and get to blinding.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. These players are going to know exactly when the opposing player is where they are in the run, you know, not only via chat, but I'm very, very confident they're able to hear us over the headphones. So they're going to have pretty much a very good idea, quite an educated guess on where these runners are. And if you're further ahead, you know, you might play it safe, go for the one cycle. You probably won't, though, because you know you can hit the 0. But if you're a bit further behind, you might play a risk. You might even have to leave on a 5 rods if you have to. Like,
that's crazy.
Which,
I mean,
which would be insane.
It could happen.
You could be doing it. Maybe if you're in such a dire situation. But speaking of, it's not too dire a situation for Mongey. Going to be getting the blaze bed off here as Beefsalad attempts to enter the stronghold in a subset 8 time.
Yeah, it's just clean from Beefsalad so far. Everything's just been very clean. Can't really complain about anything. Ready, going to be looking for his preemptive spike. Obviously a different spike to what he might be used to, but that spike looks reasonable. Now, do I remember the stronghold? Oh, it's beautiful, lovely clutch there as well from Beefsalad. The crowd has that sharp inhale of breath, but able to breathe a sigh of relief as we see Beef entering the end here. Open spawn. Is it going to be front or back dragon? What will we see here? It's back. It feels like every dragon's been on the back today, no? And it's a short tower. It's a very short tower. How high are we going to push?
If there's anyone in the world that's going to be able to push these towers, it's Mongey and Beefsalad. And Beefsalad's going for it. Of course he is. Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely fantastic. And we're gonna get the bow shots in as well. Oh,
Okay,
it's
gonna
looking
take
a
his time there,
little
take a
bit rough. I'm unsure on the amount of explosives. They're gonna have to use this anchor and the other one. We're gonna have to reset here, get the one, and bang! Wait, it's composure at the highest level. So out with everything against you. And you make it 2-0, give yourself the best possible opportunity of making it into the grand final. It's 2-0.
I can't believe this. Can we have every single match be a sweep or no? Like, what is going on here? Beefsalad, 2 seeds to the good here versus Mongey. And we are, without further ado, going to be pushing ourselves into that 3rd seed very, very shortly. It's such a shock, though. Like, having a 2-0, I mean, these guys are so close to one another. And, I mean, of course, Mongey taking a death in that Bastion did set him back a substantial amount, obviously. I've said this 100 times. The game isn't played on paper. The game isn't played even online at your home setups. This is in person, live, on a brand new desk, on a brand new monitor, on a brand new setup. Like, things are completely different, and you're not particularly used to it. And it's all going to come down to who can adapt the best for these players. And I'm really excited to see this seed 3. I'm really hoping the Mongey can pull a seed here. I really am.
Yeah, just supposed to make it a little bit closer. Obviously, I think a 3-0 scoreline would probably be unjustified, especially not only given their seeding, not only given the caliber of the players, but given that first match. That first match was really, really close. It literally just came down to the end split, really, with that 0 cycle at the end. Getting really, really close, around about 10 to 20 seconds in it. But without further ado, let's see if Mongey's going to sink or swim under the pressure. It's game 3 of your 2nd semi-final here at the Fulham Invitational. Will we see someone go home, or will we see Beefsalad book his ticket to the grand final? Let's find out.
Having a look here, having a scan. We like the spike. Here we go. It's really weird because obviously I'm seeing these seeds for the 2nd time, and it's like, oh yeah, I kind of remember this one. But you can really never piece them together in your mind. Oh, Beefsalad, not both of them. Both of them finding a weird spike here that they... Okay, I mean, both of them seem to find the spike and not guarantees... doesn't guarantee where exactly it is. I'm confused. Both of the runners are as well. There was a spike there, and it's just not there. How is this possible? What's going on? Hello? Oh, right. Nice one. I found the problem. Wait, I think these runners were told in the warm-up. This is one of the... I remember this seed now. One of these...
Now you do.
No, I do, because I wrote a note next to it saying this seed is a BT seed. This seed is a BT seed, I believe. It's not a Ruined Portal seed. I believe. Okay, I might be spreading complete misinformation. Oh, okay, there we go. And I think that collective groan from the crowd was Mongey finding it right there. There is a BT, but the spike is a little bit messed up. And I tried to warn these runners by saying ahead of time that this is a BT seed. It's going to be messy and weird with this spike, but it looks as though Beefsalad's struggling a little bit. And I've tried my best to try and help these runners by saying what type of seed it is, but there's no guarantee that these guys are going to find it super easily. This is within the ranked filter. Obviously, this is in the ranked filter, and I tried to make it as easy as possible, and it's really not. I'm sorry. I feel like maybe I'm trolling, but...
Guys, I can't believe we've got back seating on LAN.
Okay, all right, sir.
Back seat? Come on, they don't need it. We know that. So both these runners are going to be trying to find, I guess, the VT. That's in this seat somewhere. I don't know. It's obviously going to be quite hard to find given this. Maybe both these runners would have seat changed by now if this wasn't on ranked order, but we'll find out. It's not that big of an island to traverse, and I don't think either runner has found it, and I believe Mongey is practically just given up, and is just going to enter anyway. I mean, you know you're going to get iron from the Bastion anyway, so it's definitely not a lost cause. It's not an uncompletable seed other than ranked order.
I mean, you can't say I was wrong. I have in column 16, which I believe this is seed number 16, or column F, BT brackets tell runners. So there was a BT on this seed, and that was the intended one. I apologize about the slight scuffed nature of the overworld. It was just something that I thought maybe if I was able to tell them in advance, they'd be able to work around, but I guess I didn't really consider the fact that the spikes would be a little bit weird for them, etc. And of course, Mongey now taking the ever so slight lead. I didn't know if he entered on the ruined portal there or if he found a
Yeah, portal.
okay, he did go through the ruined portal, which was completable, which is, you know, I was thinking, hey, this seed's going to be really fast. It's going to be really helpful. They've got 2 structures here. But if you don't see the ruined portal and break that chest, then it can be really difficult to find your spike. And I can only apologize for that one. Nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, that's what makes these runners so good. You know, the adaptability, be able to be able to, you know, change tactic or change on the fly. And as I said before in the broadcast, hesitation is the thing that kills you in these type of events and these type of matches against these players. Even if you feel like you're making the slower play or the wrong play, committing to a plan and sticking to that plan is going to be the quicker thing regardless, irrespective of which one's quicker or which one's slower. So Mongey just being able to be like, you know what? I don't need this BT. I'm going all the way back here to the rune portal to enter. And I mean, it's showing the fruit of its labors at the minute. It's going to be getting to the chalice onto yet another bridge bastion. I feel like this is the second bridge bastion all game. And
Maybe third. I can't remember.
Maybe third, but we've definitely seen 2 in this one. I like the tech, by the way, of lighting your feet on fire to get rid of the hoglin, which actually doesn't seem to be doing too well at the minute. Monkey, please watch out. As Beefsalad's going to be entering, and Monkey's going to be starting trading here in this bridge bastion.
Yeah, so both runners did obviously get the BT. They both got the salmon, but I mean, I think that Ben was speaking about Beefsalad not entering on the BT.
Yeah.
Something a little bit different there. One of these plays that is ever so slightly different. And obviously, Beefsalad now a little bit behind. Mongey having, you know, maybe had a little bit of a stumble in the last seed, but as of this very second, I think that you'd have to favor him. I think you'd have to say he's going to be the favorite for this seed at this moment in time. Beefsalad looking down onto this bastion, trying to think about what type of bastion it is. W drags and grabs the side chest. Can he notice? Yes, now he knows. Those who know, Beefsalad is one of those, and he's heading his way back here. We're gonna see, I assume, some sort of I don't know. There's like 15 different routes for bridge, but I assume we're gonna see some sort of SUG or CS route coming out of Beefsalad.
Yeah, honestly, there's so many different route names for bridge that I can't even keep up, and it's practically its own sentence at this point. So they're going to be doing one of them, and it is going to work efficiently, as it has done here for Mongey, and I obviously presume Beefsalad is going to be doing so also, as we've seen earlier in this matchup. But the terrain's looking a little bit rough. It's quite an enclosed thing, maybe a little bit open towards the back of the bridge, maybe. I'm sure these runners will be getting their spike, as we actually see Mongey doing right now, waiting for trade, trying to get a spike, knowing which direction to go to in order to find that fortress. So obviously the terrain's a little bit of an issue, and as we've seen earlier in this tournament, it can be quite tricky for these runners and which route they want to take towards the fortress. Just trying to peer over here towards Mongey, going towards now, is leaving. I feel like Beefsalad's made up a little bit of time here throughout these trades. However, does have about half a stack of gold within the inventory left to trade to, as well as the excess on the floor. But it's looking like the routing towards this fortress is a little bit slow, just in terms of the terrain. But it's not really going to matter when Mongey is straight at the spawner.
Yeah, Mongey, of course, taking that 1 or 2 minute lead as he had that 1 or 2 minute deficit in the last seed. Going to really show what he's made of here. Now that he's ahead in this run, can he hold that for the rest of the time that we're going to see him on the screen here? While Beefsalad is still prepping, he's still, you know, he's not far behind. Don't get it twisted. Beefsalad definitely can pull this one back if there is any small mistakes from Mongey. I nearly commentator cursed that one. I apologize, but very, very good save from Mongey there. Nearly falling off of the fortress spawner, but doing very well to clutch it out. 5 rods for Mongey as Beefsalad is ready to leave.
Yeah, I'm wondering about those curses, bro. I told you got it unlocked. Yeah, no. Mongey very close to blinding here, if not already has the portal lit. No, I'm going to wait for one more cycle. Going to be getting these rods in. Are we going to see a 6th come out, as I believe we are? Was that a 7th? That might have been a 7th rod.
Hey.
What?
What are we saying?
They dropped 2! I swear that was 2!
No, don't be... I'm looking at the crowd. Don't...
Hey,
no. Okay.
I'm not egging them on.
No, neither am I.
Okay,
I can
good.
just see like
I'm just
2
saying.
people there, like trying to
Trying to do a
make you
little hand
that?
movement.
Yeah, trying to do a little
okay,
hand
okay.
movement. We don't want that. We don't need that right now. No, come on. We're grown. Wait. What's Monkey's percentage win rate on bridge?
Oh no. Guys, you want to know what Monkey's percentage win rate on bridges? It is one less than 68%.
Yeah, you did that well. You handled that well.
Actually, I don't get paid enough to censor this. He's got 67% on bridge.
You're a grown-ass man with a job. You're a grown-ass man with a job. Hello? Like I'm unemployed, really. You have a job. You have an income. You can't be saying this. Anyway, nonetheless, Mungie in the stronghold. Thank God we're gonna get out of this seed soon before we have another one of those incidents.
Hey, you egged me on.
I did not egg you on. You said that you're not getting paid enough to be censored. Nonetheless, Mungie ready to go for the 0 cycle. Weird overhang here. Pearl clip's nice though, and the gold pick's very helpful. Heading towards the 0 front dragon for like the first time in ever. It's a tall tower, but he's gonna crank very nicely. Wow, lots of time.
Loads of time.
Double bow, a little bit of a late one. Okay, no, we're clutching this out. We're fine. Oh gosh.
Oh, okay. We good?
The murmurs in the crowd, but that is.
Here at this Fulham Invitational. Commiserations to Beefsalad. That's about to enter. Oh no, Monkey, my bad. I was looking totally the wrong thing.
Bro, we're trolling. It's 2-1. It's 2-1.
Oh, I'm great.
It's 2-1. We're happy. We're gonna see seed 4.
You know what? It's been a long day.
Alright, I'm gonna take that microphone off him. I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him go to sleep.
Yo, you can do this alone.
No, I can't. I need help. But yeah, we are gonna see a seed 4, our first non-sweep of the day. Thank the Lord for that. We get to see more cinema. Beefsalad versus Mungie. Of course, Beefsalad only needs to win one more seed. Mungie needs to win the reverse sweep in a entire back. Reverse sweep is the exact word that I was looking for. It's the exact word I used. I'm trying to find something else. But I think we're pretty much ready to get us going back into our next seed. Seed number 4. It is 2-1 to Beefsalad as of right now. Of course, Beefsalad taking the unfortunate scenario of not being able to find the intended structure in that overworld. And that time loss did carry through. There was no deaths. There was nothing like that. But as we are waiting for our 10-second countdown in our private room, we're going to see seed number 4 happening right now.
Yeah, so as I said, it's 2-1 to Beefsalad at the minute. Just to confirm that. Real quick one. Sorry, that's my bad. Yeah, I don't know. Long day. But we're going to see our first Desert Temple of the matchup here. Love to see breaking a little bit of sand there to get up pretty quickly. Mungie's go for a Neo and gets it. Fair enough. Respect.
Aura play.
Pretty aura, but you're going to lose some time there, buddy. Just a little bit. As we just see, standard Desert Temple play. Going to assume we're going to find some animals for some food. If we're not got enough rotten flesh, but rotten flesh does look all right, as if we don't want it. Are we going to be blowing up some iron there, maybe? So maybe some iron ore. I can't quite see it on the little brightness thing, but maybe some iron ore just to get the iron amount up. Oh, we're on 13 anyway.
Yeah, well, it's 2025, Ben. I know the last time you played MCSR was like 2021, but we don't blow up iron ore at the bottom of temples anymore. Like, we're past that. You know that the 10-minute barrier got broken? You know, Brentilda?
Okay, can we just like say it's basically past my bedtime? Okay, like that's the issue we're running into at the minute. Okay, we can just you take the mic.
Like, okay, well, this could be your final seed of the day. I'm sure you don't want that to be the case. We've got Beefsalad against Mungie crafting off right now, and I don't mean that in like a weird MC term. I mean they were literally both crafting their tools at the same time.
Yeah, no one got that.
Ready to enter the Nether very shortly. I wonder if we're gonna get any food here. Like, this is always one of the considerations with desert temples, or whether we're just gonna force the enter. Maybe with a wood light, maybe with a flint and steel, depending on what these runners do have. Both of them with a flint and steel, actually. But neither of them with any particular good food source. In fact, Both of them, I think, playing primarily on rotten flesh. I didn't see if they had any golden apples in their inventory. Something very difficult to see from this point of view on the commentary booth. But nonetheless, I'm sure we're going to see it throughout the run. Both runners entering another very, very similar time here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good amount of rotten flesh, though. You've got over half a stack there, so obviously hunger's going to be a little bit of an issue with that saturation. But I think over the majority of the run, you're going to probably have just enough to get you through. I mean, worst case scenario, you get some hoglins, right? Or you have to death reset, which isn't going to be too big of an issue for these runners. So I feel like the optimal play here for both of them is to be sticking with rotten flesh, and they're going to be doing so. And then going to be entering Stables Bastion anyway. So hoglins are on the table in terms of food here.
Yeah, I know that the crowd... Oh, Beefsalad taking a little bit of damage there. I know that the crowd here can literally hear when Beefsalad does his drags. Like, I absolutely love the sound that it makes. Like, you can hear when he's about to boat clutch and when he breaks the boat afterwards. It's really cool. I know that the people at home, you probably can't hear that, but quite frankly, maybe you should have been here. That probably would have helped you out, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, we did sell out, so you couldn't have really been here. Maybe you should have got the tickets on time. But nonetheless, Beefsalad and Mongey both doing their triple to gap route, I assume. I don't know if they're doing double triple, but I assume it's triple to gap at this stage. Looks as though it is that way. Mongey doing a cool right side round, grabbing the chest, heading himself down and going into the gap. Lots of pigs. There's going to be lots of pigs here for both runners.
Yeah, I love the variations of these routes they do. I don't love the amount of damage they take from them. It always gets you on the edge, really. It's just like so fine and so well orchestrated and put together to calculate just how much damage you're likely going to take. I mean, there's the reason why these runners are such top runners, right? They're able to just crank things down to the absolute millisecond, the most minute differences, and that's why they're at the top. That's why they're here competing today at the Lewis Fulham Invitational. And yeah, both sets of runners got through it pretty smoothly. So we're just going to see your standard routes out here. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if some of the runners, while they're pole hanging and waiting for their trades, if they would go get some extra food potentially that might be on the menu.
I mean, these guys are so strong at low food seeds. Both of these runners playing, thousands of games every season in the ranked ladder. I mean, these guys are well versed in the low food seeds and in the low food situation.
Oh man, that it's all right, man. Hey, listen, I've had much worse mess ups than you in the past 10 minutes, so it's okay. Little bit of a death there from Beefsalad. The reverse.
That's actually gutting.
That's all right, man. Hey, it's all right, it happens.
The big problem there is that Beefsalad has 2 golden apples in his inventory, and if he did die to a piglin, which I think he did, those 2 golden apples will be traded away. Which is one of those things that you're looking for when you're on a low food seed. You've got the consideration and going, okay, I've got 20 rotten flesh, but I've got those golden apples that are going to give me that regen, that saturation that I really need throughout the run. But now with those possibly being traded, I couldn't quite tell if there was a piglin out of his hole or if he maybe got shot on the way. But as of right now, that is going to be decided. And I know that he boat clutched down here, but it's not that far to fall, and he is back in the stable. So, I mean, the time gap isn't too far. And given the fact that Mongey doesn't have amazing food himself, he can make up this time maybe. But if not, maybe we're going to see the C5.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really know what's going to go on in some speedruns sometimes. Anything can happen at an absolute millisecond, just a literal tick change. But it's looking like a really clean fortress here for Mongey. It is going to be out in the lava lakes. So potential of some 5RD situations here as Beefsalad is going to attempt to get all of his stuff back. We shall see if that goes smooth sailing.
And as some of you eagle-eyed viewers will notice, there is no golden apples left in that inventory for Beefsalad, but he does have a piglin, and I believe if he kills it, it will drop one of the 2, I hope. I'm not 100% sure of that. That's one of them things which is so niche and so in the know. And there we go. He gets both of them back. Very, very heads-up play by him, noticing the fact that he had those golden apples and deciding to kill the pig to get them back. However, that's all to say. That's great and all. However, Mongey at the spawner, having blaze bedded, ready to be leaving.
Yeah, it's a really well played fortress split here by Mongey. Obviously, knowing that there has been some sort of mishap happened with Beefsalad as to why he's not in the fortress in the minute, so isn't going to be taking any risks with any sort of 5RD and the risk of Wither Skeleton spawning, but at the opportunity cost of any Blazes spawning. Now, it will be very interesting to see if Beefsalad will take the opportunity at this and 5RD to potentially grab any more strays spawning. And we will see right now, just as Mongey blinds, if he will take up that offer, and it is not looking like it.
It's very hard to be dealing with 5RD on this in this lava sea, and he does have a couple of strays here. And with the gapples, he's able to get some heals. The axe into sword play is something that we're seeing lots and lots of top runners do these days. The hot swapping effectively. Oh my gosh, and getting dropped on by a Wither Skeleton out absolutely nowhere for Beefsalad. Handles it well and has a little bit of food. Gonna chug that gap as the backup play here. Thank God he got them back, but it does look as though Mongey ready to depart the fortress. And I mean, this could make all the difference. We could see our seed 5.
We could. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how this stronghold is going to play out, how Beefsalad is going to play this rest of this fortress, and of course, how the end is going to be played by both runners. Should Beefsalad get to it in the position if Mongey... Oh, good clutch there by Beefsalad. Very nice clutch, saving the blocks there. But here we go. Mongey straight into starter staircase.
Going straight down mid for this nav. Straight through the door. I mean, we're not seeing a whole load. Doubling down mid and believes it and hits it. Golden Apple still. Didn't use it in the fortress. Ready to enter the end. And this could be... You know, we could be seeing a seed number 5 here if we hit this 0 cycle perfectly.
Yeah, we really could. Are we going back again? It looks like back dragon. Going to be building across quite here. Nice little diagonal setup. One of the most awkward ones, I guess, in terms of a back dragon setup. How's Mongey gonna play this one? Looking good.
Beautiful
It's
damage.
beautiful. It's pretty gorgeous. We have a time of covering it, but at the minute,
Nice offset. Not great damage on those beds.
get the bow in
Oh,
and bang. Mongey finishes it off, and we are getting what the crowd came here to see. There is an opportunity of a reverse sweep on the line as we go to game 5 in the second semi-final.
Mongey said this. Mongey said he was here to have fun and vibe out, and that's exactly what he's done here. He's had fun in these last 2 seeds, done well, played well, most importantly. And I mean, it's not like Beefsalad's played badly. He's obviously taken the first 2 seeds, but it's all going to come down to this. The 5th and final seed of this semi-final in the Lewis Fulham Invitational to play off against Raul in the grand finals. Who's going to take it? I don't even want to stall. Like, this doesn't deserve any stalling. I just want us to go. I want us to get straight on into our 5th and final seed. I'm sure the crowd wants to as well. Do we want to see that 5th and final seed? Crowd's asked for it. Let's do it. Let's get those seeds on the screen. We are waiting for them to load in as we speak. Right now, we have 10 seconds until this seed does start. Can we hear it if you want Beefsalad to win? And can we hear it if you want to see that BBM sweep? That's a lot of crowd noise, and I'm so here for it. We have what seems to be a BT seed. Of course, Beefsalad a little bit struggling with the one earlier on when we had both structures in the overworld, but should be no struggles this time. And I've spoken.
Mate.
I should stop speaking, I think, but I think he's found it on this second attempt. Not too far behind Mongey at all. You know, at least it wasn't a minute or so. It was only about 10 seconds there. He's doing very well, though. I'm really excited. This season's gonna be amazing. I'm so happy to see a best of 5 actually going to game 5 here.
Yeah, not just the best part of that, the potential of a reverse sweep. These are always really, really interesting matchups. I mean, it's level playing field, but the momentum is always with the player who started 0-2 and is now on a 2-win streak. So it's going to be really interesting the way the players play this mentally, but also riding the momentum they do and don't have. And of course, with this BTC, there's not going to be any little awkward rune portal at all. It's just going to be standard, straightforward. We're going to get our wood, we're going to go down a ravine, and we're going to enter pretty much the old-fashioned way.
92-year-old speedrunner still enters the nether the old-fashioned way. And there we go. We are going to be seeing our magma ravines
going to come up here. I think neither of them are going to be entering the quote-unquote old-fashioned way, though. Both of them hitting the 2x1 here. Very clean. They're both warmed up. They're both feeling good at this point. They've been on these setups for 4 whole seeds now. And no matter what, after this seed, we're going to see an amazing, amazing matchup between Johnny and Jumper, which is going to be such an awesome match. But will it rival this one? We've hit a best of 5. We've hit seed 5. We're seeing the deciding match as we speak. And Beefsalad notices the treasure, and I can see that Mongey does as well. And have either of them seen the fortress on the way? Is there going to be a looting 3 sword in this ruin portal? No. Sorry, I did check that. There wasn't one. Sorry.
Right, you really just bait us there for no reason. That was really like...
Love of the game, man. Love of the game.
Okay, respect. You're going to be seeing treasure here. As you see, there's obviously going to actually be an iron pick and play this time to the last time we saw treasure. So, not going to have to awkwardly go up and kind of like scale past the pigs. We're just going to be getting the 2 gold blocks in the bridge going up and doing our usual round. It's looking quite crowded there for Mongey on the staircase, which found out pretty quickly that's somewhere we don't want the pigs to be. Wanting to be up the top, getting ready to go into the trading hole and get the trades. And that's why I said that, because it's true, and you've just seen it happen live.
I mean, these guys are pretty much mining the same gold block at the same time. This is as close as we can be. 2 seeds apiece, and seed number 5, pretty much. I know it's cliche, but I mean they pretty much are neck and neck. It's beautiful to see.
He said the thing. We're neck and neck, people. We are, yeah. I mean, as I said, I'm unsure if either runner saw the fortress. I'm unable to see it from about here, to be honest with you. So, especially obviously with treasure having a spawner, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of thing the runners do. Obviously, going and getting their backup blocks to guarantee these trades, getting these trades done as quick as possible, just to allow for more time while waiting for these trades, trying to find where the fortress is and where the terrain lies best to be able to get towards the structure.
Mongey with an extra 2 pigs, as you were saying those. Beefsalad having to remove a pig from the other side of the bastion as we speak here. Grabbing some extra gold blocks, grabbing as much as we can, and hoping for the absolute best here. Let's hope we don't have to break spawner. Let's hope we don't have to go down to lower treasure. But that could be the case. And if it is, then so be it. Like, I think these runners are well-versed enough in going and breaking the spawner. It looks like W trades, but I'm not sure about the obsidian so far. I think that the obby is a bit of a problem for these guys as of right now. So we're going to have to probably boat down or, pearl down to try and get some extra gold blocks. Now, I'm not as good as these runners. Maybe they're going to play home portal because they know. But it seems as though something's going to have to budge here. Either they're going to have to hang a pearl towards home portal while going to fortress, or we're going to go towards the going towards lower treasure. I don't know what the play is.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to find out. Some players like to just do their pearl hang naturally, as you're just going to see Beefsalad do here. Mongey's actually going to go back to home portal, or towards home portal, shall we say. Some players might go down to lower treasure. And actually, Mongey has just straight up found the fortress. So Mongey's going to hang a pearl. What Mongey's doing now is hanging a pearl towards the home portal. So not having to wait for any of those extra trades or get any extra blocks to get 20 obsidian. We're only going to need 10. We're going to reuse that first portal, blind from, quote-unquote, blind from there, and see where the stronghold is going to be in relation to that first portal, and then from there be able to get to our second.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm in this situation, I think I'm favoring Mongey here. Like, I think his situation's a little bit better. He's at the fort already. I mean, I know that Beefsalad is literally, touching it at the same time. But I feel like Mongey having the home portal pearl set up and ready, he's just here a little bit earlier. He's been able to grab some strays. He's been able to kill a few blazes and get the blaze bed done earlier. Like, small things, of course. Now, if the home portal pearl isn't exactly on the home portal, that could be a problem. And Mongey's going to have to get 7 ruds if he wants to play this safe, rather than Beef can obviously take his first portal done on 6. So these sort of things can and probably will make all the difference in this final seed of our semifinals. Oh my gosh, I actually can't believe that this is the final seed of the semifinals. Like, this is so close.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we were talking about it. It's probably the closest matchup on paper and in general in terms of the skill level of these two runners. I mean, 2nd and 3rd seed in the tournament, 10th and 11th seed in terms of ELO on the ranked leaderboard for Season 9, the current season. So you could not get really a closer matchup, and it's proving you're seeing the caliber of these players and how well they play the game And that's why we're in a grand final. Sorry, game 5. We're not there yet.
And I just love this play by Mungey here. Rather than actually going all the way back to the home portal, he used the ruined portal that was next to the bastion to repair and send the blind. Like, it was very smart. It's effectively the same as home portal because the portal was very close to your bastion, but the rates are awesome for both of these runners. And because they actually traveled in different spots, they could have different strongholds, and that could make a lot of difference here. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I check one stronghold on all of these seeds and make sure it's not corrupted. So, I mean, there's like a 1 in 10,000 chance or something that one of these guys could end up with a corrupted end portal. Let's really hope not, though.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see, though, although I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't want to see it.
So, yeah, we will find out if it's going to be the same stronghold or not in just a few seconds as both runners enter very close to each other.
Yeah, this is, Mungey in the stronghold a few seconds ahead. And of course, Beefsalad can see that in the chat, but is entering himself right now as well. But Mungey in the portal room. And it's all going to come down to this. Is the end a friendly 0?
It's looking
open.
good.
It's usually good. Pillaring up a little bit of a weird overhang.
Yeah, it's looking very nice.
It's going to be back dragon as well. It's a decent tower. It's a nice tower.
Beefsalad is in.
Beefsalad's also in the portal room, and it's going to come down to literally, can we hit the 0 or not? Okay,
Good bed.
that's a good first bed.
Very good bed.
It's a beautiful double bed.
Oh my
God.
god.
And it's
Slither.
And it's done.
Bang.
It's done for Mungey. And on that note, Ben, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Unfortunately, that was the fastest seed we've seen all tournament, 8:23. Such an amazing seed. And before we say goodbye to you, is there anything you'd like to say real quick before we go?
Yeah, I mean, thank you to everyone. Thank you to Sivian for being able to put this production on. It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you to all the other players. Thank you to everyone who commentated with me. Thank you to everyone in chat watching. Thank you to everyone here in the crowd for being able to put on such a good event. And of course, thank you to the main man, the mastermind behind it all, here at this Invitational. So I'm just really, really appreciative and grateful that I can be able to do this. And the fact we have opportunities like this is so, so cool. And it's only up from here. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you everyone so, so much.
No, I mean, we're grateful to have you. Can we get a round of applause for Ben, please? Guys, while we set up our show notes. Testing. Hello everyone, and here we have our 2 players in our semi-final. Beef, commiserations. Mungey, congratulations on making it all the way to the final. How did that feel?
That was stressful. Oh my god, that was stressful. Those last few seeds were so scary. Any mistake, you're on tournament live, you just can't do anything wrong. It's so scary.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few mistakes from you in the first couple of seeds. We ended up seeing a couple of mistakes from Beef towards the end, and I mean, that last seed was back and forth, pretty much neck and neck throughout. Obviously, both of you hitting the stronghold within about 10 seconds of each other. Really, really fantastic seed. I mean, you guys put on an amazing show. Thank you so much for making it to the best of 5. Can we give it up for both of these runners, please? Now, Beef, it's really hard for me to ask you a question that's not going to sound absolutely horrible, because obviously, I mean, no, it's just tough to ask anything that's not going to seem like, it's not going to give like a really difficult answer. Obviously, so close to making it to the grand finals. Are you still proud of how you done today?
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't get a better answer than that, can you? No, you played absolutely fantastically throughout. Won 4 total seeds, gave us an absolutely cinema seed 5. And I just want to say, a big thank you to you for showing up, playing really well, played locked in the entire time. I know that obviously by sitting behind you both seeds, we were able to see that you you were listening to like white noise in the background throughout the run. Was that to kind of like low-key drown us out, or low-key drown the crowd out, or maybe a bit of both?
Both, but it didn't really drown out the crowd when there was like a death or something.
Yeah, obviously that's kind of tough to do. I think it's definitely one of the things that we'll try and hit up for next time are some, some in-ears and over-ears so that we can try and drown out some of this crowd sound. But, I mean, to be fair, if the problem is that the crowd here make too much noise, that's a really nice problem to have. Let that be known. Money, how are you feeling for your grand finals matchup?
I feel like I've had a really tough bracket. Hacks into Beef. I honestly would argue they're both better than me. I have so much respect for both of them. So I feel like I'm playing well, and I can definitely take it.
Yeah, you're playing clean, bro. You're playing clean. Best of 5 in the finals. I mean, Beef, as the player that's not there, I feel like you're going to give the most unbiased opinion out of the 3 of us on stage right now. Raul versus Mongey. Who's taking it?
Raul. I'm letting him use my mouse and mousepad, so it would have been awkward if we had to play against each other in finals anyway.
Wait, that's low-key really helpful. Thanks, bro. So what we're hearing is Beef threw on purpose to make the production run smoother. Can we get a round of applause, please? No, okay. So I'm gonna let you guys head back into the crowd and call our show match guys down. And while they set up, we're going to have a tiny intermission while I go and run and grab my clipboard so that I don't mess anything up for this next segment.